Originally it was just like an offline conversation, like no cameras involved. But when I heard what happened, I was so distraught. I was so in shock. I was so disgusted that I needed to bring this situation to light so that anyone watching can learn from this, so that we can stop this kind of thing together as a community and simply build awareness around it.
I first want to come out and say 99% of what this kid said in his video was absolutely fabricated and not true. I am going to be 150% honest about everything and every detail about this night from my point of view. Because at this point, it has gotten to where this needs to be pursued legally. Defamation of character and slander to the highest degree, and I just can't believe, as a human being, you could do this to somebody and paint somebody to be this horrible, evil human being when that's not the case at all. There's so much to this story, and I'm going to give you guys every single intimate detail of it on this specific case, this specific instance, and we're gonna talk a little bit about Jake Paul and who he is as a person. In these situations, when these accusations are this intense and you're being accused of doing shit to this degree, you need to pay attention to every single detail and how everybody's telling the story. It all matters so much.
Well, the craziest thing about this story to me is that he didn't know who she was at the club. He just randomly, like, what? Am I right? Like, why did he start choking her out?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
She just walked by him or something, and he did that?
Yeah.
That's the story. He just started choking out a random girl. And it happened to be...
he wasn't trying to choke her out.
Or like it was like
he was trying to kiss her.
Oh,
he was trying to kiss her.
Oh,
it was like a come here, let me kiss you.
Yo, is Austin here? Bro, we got your merch.
What happened?
We got your merch, bro. We got your merch.
What's going on?
We thought we would hand deliver the merch to you. And we're hella confused because we're like, yo, we made a song and you dogged us, but like, we're like, yo, you got the merch, so.
It's good, man. You know, the merch is fire, so we're good. So we're hella confused. Y'all want a beer?
No, we're good.
You're good?
You're good. Can we vlog or no?
Sure, let's do it.
Boy's a beast.
He's a savage, bro.
I think he likes us.
You think he likes us?
It's good because we like him, so like...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're friends, right? Do we go in or?
Nah. We should just stand right here. Good.
Okay, I'm not gonna put
This
some
is good.
pants on.
He's putting pants on.
Alright, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
And then I saw in the vlog you said, like, did you tell him that someone was across the street filming from the car, like sniper?
No, but I did ask him, I was like, yo, are you cool if we vlog this?
Yeah, but I mean, that's like a far cry, right? From someone in the car filming the front of his house.
I don't think so.
Really, because you're at his doorstep with a camera there.
But I could have filmed, I could have been vlogging while I'm walking up to the doorstep.
I think it's like common decency to not show.
No, I agree, I messed up. I'm just saying, like, this is what was going through my head. But how hard is it for him afterwards? If you like didn't want to be like no on his own property, how hard is it for him afterwards to hit me with an email, to hit me with a Twitter DM, to be like, hey, I thought about it, I don't want you to post that.
Well, he didn't.
I think the way I see it is that when you asked him, is it cool if we vlog this, that's when the vlog started.
Right.
I think he didn't know that there was footage before it.
No, I was already recording.
Jake Paul, you guys know that I used to live with him for 2 years. I've known him for like 3 or 4 years, and you know, we've been through a lot of shit. And honestly, he did assault me a few times. If we never agreed on something or if something happened, he would spit in my face, and this has happened multiple times. He would like spit at like my feet, the ground that I walk on. He actually spit on Erica one time too, and she came into my room and talked to me about it.
Not to cut you off, but I want to just go ahead and say, Erica Costell, you are the lowest of low. You're one of the weakest people I've ever come across in my life, and you deserve to have absolutely no little girls admire you or look up to you. The fact that you're doing this, the fact that you're standing up for nothing, you're standing up for yourself, and you're trying to further yourself, your career. The only thing that drives these kids is money, fame, and themselves. They care only about themselves, and they're doing this with the sole reason of putting me down, taking out competition, and furthering themselves and putting them in the light as the good people.
100%, and I was there for it through a lot.
And Erica, the fact that he has spit in your face and he's assaulted you too, and you can sit there at that table and support him acting like this almighty, awesome person, you're weak and you're a piece of shit. And that's genuinely how I feel about you.
She would come into my room all the time and like slam my door shut and be like, I cannot deal with Jake right now, dude. He's the most sexist, racist, homophobe. She would have to leave the office. She would give me a look or she'd text me. Alright, so about 2 years ago in Arizona, me and squad team 10, me, Jake, Niels, and Alex Lange. And Niels can testify for this. He was there, Alex was there, everyone was there. It's on camera actually too, it's a video. We were filming a video and he had a part where he would like shove me into like this pricker bush or whatever, like with like thorns, like a cactus or whatever it was. So he pushed me way too hard. He even told the camera guy before he pushed me, he's like, yo, make sure you get this, it'll be funny. Pushes me, going, like he could have just shoved me, he shoved me all the way into the bush. And see this, I don't know if you guys can see. This scar right here were from thorns and my entire arm was bleeding. My whole fucking hand, I had to dig out thorns. He was laughing the whole time. Niels was there. Right? I was crying and like all this shit and like he didn't give a
I got it so hard.
Another time, he threw my phone. Niels was there too at this one too, and surprisingly enough, Alex Lange was there at this one too. When I was living in his apartment, he took my phone, threw it at the wall, we got into a fight, I ran upstairs, he dragged me down the stairs, and I actually have...
Yeah, that's been on your leg since I met you. Like,
this has been here for like 2 years, dude.
I'm not saying, like I said, I took full accountability in the beginning of the video. I don't know if I was dancing and elbowed this girl. I have no idea. I'm not gonna go say one way or the other because we are gonna get the security footage and everything's gonna come out. So I don't want to say one way or the other, and I just want to be completely honest about it. I don't ever remember seeing this girl, and I know for 100% fact I didn't physically assault anybody with intent.
Another thing that I have, as you guys know, the second that all that shit blew up with Jake and I, a bunch of his girlfriends at the time took my side, and they were all texting me.
And I know all these girls too. They're all really sweet girls.
And there's like 2 or 3 girls that we all sat down, had a conversation at Coachella and like just a bunch of other places. They were like, yo, Jake assaulted me too. He would push me down on the ground. He's just very aggressive. He's never...
And he spit on them too.
He spit on them too, yeah. He would never ever like hit someone, like he wouldn't like knock someone out, but just like the way like they play fight, he would do too hard. Like I've had the wind knocked out of me so many times. Niels used to live with us, Dobry twins used to live with us, everyone used to see this, Logan used to see this, everyone. So I'm not just sitting here like saying for me, there's 2 or 3 other girls who we did the same exact thing to. So then we move into the Team 10 house and he creates these rules for everyone. If you're not up by 10 a.m. filming, then like you get fined $50 and like you have to pay $50. Like no alcohol at the house or you get fined $500. No smoking. Every single guest that you had over had to be approved by Jake. Niels would always ask to have friends over. He's like, yeah, that's fine. But the second I asked to have like a guy over, he would be like, no, absolutely not. And I'd be like, why? He'd be like, I just don't want him here. But then he would have girls over like all the time in front of me, and then he would tell me all this stuff. He told me he loved me one night, and then like, a couple days later he flew out this girl from Ohio. They were like hooking up in Ohio, and he flew out this girl and was smashing her for like a week. That was like a few days after he told me he loved me. Are you serious? Like how could you do that to someone? How could you just like, I don't even know. I would be like editing one night and then all of a sudden like I'd hear the front door open. Jake would come home with like a girl. My stomach would just drop. My heart would just like start beating like so fast. I felt like I was gonna like be sick. I can't even explain to you what was going through my head. There's nothing I could do about it because like it's his house. I'm in a contract with him. I'm basically where I'm at because of him, and like I didn't really have a place to tell him that he was wrong, even though he was really, really wrong. And that happened all the time. Like, I wouldn't even want to go back to the house sometimes at night because I just knew that there was a girl waiting. Or there was a girl there with Jake. I couldn't deal with it. All these girls would come over to the house. I would have to look them in the eye, shake their hand, and be like, yo, like, nice to meet you, and play, like, dope girl that knows what's going on and has to be okay with it, but, like, I wasn't okay with it. Like, I had to look these girls in the eyes and, like, know that they were hooking up with Jake. And, like, I was a bitch all the time. Obviously, I, like, didn't even want to talk to him, and I came across as a bitch, obviously. And, like, he knew exactly what he was doing to me. He, like, played all these mind games. He would literally tell me he loved me one day and then tell me he hates my guts the next day. Like, I don't even know. So he flew out this girl from Ohio, right? She walks in the door, I have to like be like, oh hi, yeah, nice to meet you, whatever. I'm like a bitch. I'm like literally a bitch. Like I don't mean to be, but like dude, you're smashing the guy I'm like in love with. And I would be like downstairs in the kitchen, like making breakfast or something. I'd just get back from the gym, I'd be cooking food, and then all of a sudden I'd hear them upstairs like I could hear it. I could literally hear it. Like, do you know what that does to a person?
Perfect timing, yeah. Watch full of diamonds, yeah. Chart climbing, yeah. Foreign car driving, yeah. Perfect timing, yeah. Diamond shining, yeah. Stars aligning, yeah. It's perfect timing, yeah.